Nothing is hard if you know how. And I've been told not to say that it's easy because it's easy for me. Let me take that out of the way.
So that we
It can go out. Go out.
No, that's good.
So, phyllo dough is super easy to use if you know how to use it. It might be a little more expensive, but then it gets you out of trouble very fast. So inside phyllo dough, you can put whatever mixture you have. You could even do your leftover, say your leftover stew that you prepared. You can put cheese in there and just doll it up and take it to another notch and roll it up in phyllo, put it in the oven, and in a very short time you have something that people will say, wow, she knows how to cook. And it's just that you figured it out, or somebody's told you how. So we're gonna start with that, because I brought everything except for the asparagus strudel ready. So we're gonna make it first, and then it will come out of the oven by the time we're done. I will start by showing you how to, you should buy fresh asparagus. When they're a little bit on, you don't buy it. And if they're fresh, you can do this. And you can cut from, this is how I've pre-prepared a lot so I could bring you more recipes. If I didn't pre-prepare, I would have to make a lot less things. So this is how you cut it. After you do take this away, this you can make cream, you can use it for something else. Don't throw anything away. Use it, reuse it. So you cut it up and you blanch it. It's in the recipe for 3 minutes in very hot water, and then you put it into cold water, and then you can save it. So you could technically have all these ingredients ready like I did right now the day before, and then the day of your party, your dinner, your lunch, or whatever, you just roll it up in your phyllo dough, and again, you look like you really know what you're doing. Okay, so this is one ingredient. The other one, let me see, let me go through all my ingredients, because then I cook without recipes, so I can just do whatever. Where are we? We have the cheese. You read it to me. We have cheese. And I bought this fancy blend. I like the fact that it's called fancy. It's not fancy at all. It's just a little bit of mozzarella and cheddar. But I love the way it's called fancy. So it's fancy. But you just can use any cheese that melts, that you have left over. Those little pieces of cheese that you have left over, grate them, freeze them, and reuse them. With things like these, you can make a quiche. You can make. Don't throw anything away, ever. Yes, it really works. So we have cheese. Somebody needs to read the recipe to me. I have a little mozzarella. I have my butter that I clarified, but it went there. Go back to it. Olive oil. Yeah. So, and the eggs are here. We tell them the shallots are ready here.
So we're making this asparagus free.
Asparagus, go to the asparagus.
Parsley?
Parsley, did we chop the parsley? Or did we? No. Okay, parsley, I brought it like this because many of you already know, but you can keep it in your refrigerator in a like a little pot with water. Put it like this in your refrigerator and it will keep for a very, very long time. And these things are expensive and you don't necessarily need to use all of it when you buy it, so it's a good thing to have it like that. So here's my parsley. My helper will cut, wash, and cut. I have a helper.
Oh, that's good. She's charming.
Here. Yeah, wash it, and you don't need to dry it. Just wash it and chop.
What other herbs will stay that way in the refrigerator?
All those fresh herbs, cilantro, whatever, all the fresh herbs. Yes, I did.
Basil.
Basil, yeah, they all do. It really works. And you don't throw away.
And when you say it lasts a long time, is it a week or?
No, more.
Yeah,
More.
yeah.
It lasts a long time, it really does. You have to change the water every now and then. It's in the refrigerator, so it doesn't really go bad, but you do have to change the water. I have clarified the butter. What I've done here is clarify the butter. So when you clarify butter, you divide the grease from the milky part, and you don't use that when you make your mixture. I need my bowls. What did I do in my bowls? I used it for something else. So instead of, I'll use this, I guess, to mix together. So you put, it says, put all the ingredients together. This has water. Have this go here.
I don't know, that's what I'm wondering.
What was your question?
About the clarifying of the butter,
What?
do you always do that, and do you use,
For phyllo dough, yes,
okay.
because you don't want to
okay.
wet it.
But you don't use the greasy part?
You use the greasy part, you don't use the non-greasy.
Greasy.
Because you don't want to wet it. The whole point is that you don't want to wet it.
It's the stuff that
Yes.
comes to the top. And then they white.
And
Take it all out of, yeah, you use that.
Just use a paper towel and take it off.
No, 'cause that's
We're
what you
gonna
want.
have a phyllo dough. The asparagus is
What do you want that?
so you put.
Yeah,
Drain pad that. So the leaks, I have the leaks.
is that clarified?
Yes. I'll
So
show
where
you.
did you put the fat?
The fat is all what you see on the top,
Yeah,
and the non-fat is what is at the bottom. If I
okay,
move it, it will mix again. See?
yeah.
So if you put it in a container, which of course we don't have, see, that's,
Yeah.
see, that top part I'm gonna
Right.
use.
So that's the part you use or you
Yes,
don't use?
that you do use. So I was really
Do you want the parsley?
where are my leeks? No, they're here. Oh, I panicked for a minute. Okay, leeks. Leeks, I should have brought one to show you how to wash it. Because leeks they're always full of
They're
dirt.
dirty.
Yes. So you cut them in half. You cut the leek in half. Pretend this is a leek. You cut it in half, open it up, and then it opens up like a book, like leaves, and go in the water. Go, just get the water in there and wash, wash, wash. And then chop. Leek. Then you chop. Because you want them together so that you can chop easily, okay? So here are the leeks. It's a lot nice. I love leeks. Leeks give a good taste to everything. Then what else do we put? I don't wanna forget anything which happens.
Patricia, did I hear correctly that you had you had a restaurant?
I've done a lot of things. I'm in my
Did a TV
seventies,
show.
so when you get to 70 and you live in a country like we did, you end up doing a whole bunch of stuff. One of the many things I've done, my brother had 14 restaurants, and I worked, and I worked with him in one of them for a while. Then one day I said, I think I want to stay in a good terms with my brother. So yeah. So then this is neat. This is super neat.
It's
Okay.
That's amazing.
So there's some, well, where's the salt?
It's a grater, but you can switch.
It's a grater and you can switch.
Ah. Have you been cooking?
No, I don't think I'm gonna just whatever.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
She just do great.
And these are the shallots. Shallots.
It's me.
Shallot. I'm just doing the stuffing.
Right up in that thing.
Salt, pepper.
Salt, pepper. Oh, salt, pepper, cheese.
Cheese. 1 cheese, 2 cheeses. And I don't measure, I'm sorry you guys, but that's how I cook. how much taste you want. Lots of taste, less taste. The famous fancy. It's fancy. It's
Market
the-
basket
yeah.
special.
Yes. Okay, so this is our stuffing.
Do you want the parsley in there?
The parsley goes in here, and let's
How about
pretend.
almonds? Do you
And
want
the almonds, I have them here.
paprika?
And who else are we forgetting?
Paprika?
Paprika, I have it because Maureen Quine gave me a thing of paprika when she came back from, when Maureen was coming today. Where is she?
It might be at home.
Yeah, no, más chiquito, más smaller.
Those are already toast.
Smaller.
Yeah,
Half a cup sliced almonds and taking out half a cup.
there, it doesn't say fancy. Let's put some Parmesan for some taste. And again, this is just an example of what you can do. You can cook with, you can stuff this filo with anything you want and give it, make it tasty. Anything you have in your refrigerator. I will collect it in one second. Okay, here. A little bit of taste over here. Yeah, done.
These guys.
Parmesan cheese, fancy cheese, Gouda, cheddar, anything that you, and again, those little pieces of cheese, don't throw them away. Grate them and freeze them and use
Are there
them.
cheeses that don't melt?
Yeah, there are. The dry ones melt less nicely than the, yes, than greasy ones. Okay, and now we're gonna get to the point.
Or the eggs?
The paprika was somewhere, and here it is. Here she is.
Don't want you to forget anything.
No. Then you won't taste it as good. Okay?
That was a half a teaspoon.
Yes. It probably is.
Yes.
It probably is. Because my hands are so used to cooking that it usually, I have the right measurement in my hand.
How about eggs?
There they go. Now we're gonna beat them somewhere in some container that we're gonna find. My bowl. Yeah, then put it in there. And then,
get you.
There's a bowl under here.
Is that 2 tablespoons there?
where?
There's a bowl if you want.
Yeah. Okay, so we have everything. And in the meantime, this guy has settled, so the white part is down and I can use all the top part. And it's not so hot, so it won't ruin my. Can you, Lisa,
What?
can you mix these guys whilst I do the second part? This is what is gonna take a longer, so all the rest is gonna take much.
Break them in?
Yes, please. I don't know why we did. This is why I use gloves because I wet my hands so much. My poor hands are a disaster. So I protect them. Okay, so that's the stuffing. You can make it with any vegetable. You could add mushrooms to it. You can do anything you wish. Now comes what we call the scary part. This is the scary part. This, when you start working with phyllo, you have to have everything ready. Okay, your oven is ready, your stuffing is ready, your pan is ready, and I use these guys. Okay, these are silk pads. Nothing sticks.
What is it?
It's a silk.
Silicone.
Yeah, it's silicone. Yes, and I use it for everything because nothing ever you lose the fear of sticky cookies and nothing ever sticks on this.
Where do you find it?
And those stores that I love to go to, instead of buying clothes, I like to go to the stores that sell things with kitchen.
Where did you buy it?
Oh, this, as you can see, has a few years. It's been loved.
Where do we get it?
Um,
Amazon?
In Amazon, probably.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Try Marshalls.
Marshall's is my other favorite store.
How do you wash yours? Can you put yours in the dishwasher?
Cool. Yes, of course. And I have some paper that I already cut that is, where is my paper? I've been too tidy and then I can't find it. Where's my other box?
Pat, is the shiny side up on that silk pad, is the shiny side up and the?
I don't know,
I mean, no, what do you do? The
It
shiny
doesn't
side
matter.
up? Oh, it doesn't matter, oh, okay. Wonder why they make one shiny and one not shiny.
I don't know, but I've never even cared. I just take it and put it, and I do put it in the dishwasher. Yes. Thank you. It's already cut and I hate to wait. Okay, so there,
I knew it was there somewhere.
you're gonna use this to help yourself,
Okay.
okay? And you're gonna get this guy out and carefully. And he better behave, because if he doesn't behave now that he's gonna be shown in public.
On TV.
Yeah,
Do you have a brand that you like?
whatever I find at the supermarket. And I have some in my freezer always, so that if somebody appears at the last minute, I can always defrost and prepare some. It tells you to be careful and to cover it with a cold, damp cloth. If you're fast, you don't need to. You have to be fast. So here comes the first leaf. And if it breaks, you can put it together again. So you lose all fears. And there we go. You go sides, the sides.
So you're just using the tops.
Yeah, the side, always on, this is gonna dry first. So go first to the side of your leaf, and then, because if you do the whole leaf, it's gonna be too greasy. And I don't like to cook with too much salt, too much grease, too much of anything. So you just go like that. And then you have to look for this guy that is, breadcrumbs. And you put a little bit of breadcrumbs. Why? Why do you think you put breadcrumbs?
Makes it fluffy.
Exactly, it separates it. Bravo, you get a point for that one. There you go, okay? And then again, fast. That should be cold, of course. You don't want to use hot stuffing. I made one this morning in 2 seconds with the apples, and I have it right there, and we're gonna eat it. So here like that, a little bit, but the sides, you see where I go?
Yep.
Cause that is what's gonna dry first, and it's
Put
behaved.
breadcrumbs on it?
Breadcrumbs,
Oh, thank you,
Breadcrumbs.
Sandy. Oh, my God.
breadcrumbs, and if you don't, nothing happens. Okay, I have forgotten many times. And again, so we go 6 leaves, we have 3. Butter, ghee, the ghee, yeah. Yes, Rosalie.
Well, I know.
Are you into yoga or something like that? You eat ghee. There you go.
Breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs.
That's what it was.
Breadcrumbs. I should
Breadcrumbs.
breadcrumbs. I want a little bit more grease here, and a little bit more here. How many do we have?
That's
Sandy.
4 coming up.
Good, thank you, Sandy.
Did she remember the breadcrumbs?
Yes,
Yes,
no, I didn't.
Reminded her.
I forget very often. And when you do the sugar one, the one which we will do with the apples, we'll do one with apples, you put sugar and breadcrumbs if you want. But sugar will make it even crunchier.
Breadcrumbs.
God for you. Okay. How many do we have, Sandy? 5?
You're going on 5.
Okay.
Using all those on one.
See where that bridge
That's what I was
acumen comes in? Keeping track of numbers, beautiful.
Okay. I used to, not to boast, but I used to have a TV program and I used to have to do this in front of cameras.
Oh.
And sometimes it didn't work out just like you want them to work out.
Breadcrumbs.
Because it's a kitchen that will do it.
You forgot your
No, I
breadcrumbs.
haven't. So this is the 6th one, right? So we're
Yeah,
done.
coming up.
So if you don't do it fast, does it get, the layers get stuck, is that what it?
If you don't do it fast, it dries.
Yep.
So now,
That's it.
this guy here gets covered up immediately. Gently. And if it breaks, like this one is breaking,
Uh-oh.
it doesn't matter, you put it together again. You still can use it.
Can you refreeze it?
I have, yes. It's just water and flour. Okay, so now we go like this.
Your girls cook as well?
Oh, all of them,
I
yes.
bet.
Yeah. Oh, yes. We're all. My father was a very, very good cook. My family is a foodie family. I am Italian. There's no Italian who can't cook. I mean, Italians eat well and like good food, so you have to cook.
Can you tell me how an Italian ended up living in Peru?
My father was in insurance. He was sent after the war to open an insurance company, and so that was after the war. And he was just married with my mother. They were married during the war. So here it goes. It looks pretty. It looks good. I don't have salt, so it may be lacking salt. There's no salt in this kitchen, is there?
Yeah, there is.
Maybe.
In that
Oh, yeah,
closet,
sure there is.
Jen,
Yeah.
right in that closet, if you take the thing off, there should be salt shakers in there maybe. Or if not, Rosalie, there might be some in the cupboards down low behind you.
So if asparagus is not your thing, you see it makes 2. It makes 2 of these guys. Can you see that it makes 2 of these
Yes.
guys? Am I covering up that side?
No,
Okay. Let's wait for the salt.
Does anybody want to check in those cupboards, Lisa? There has to be salt in any of those cupboards.
more towards the Sandy.
That's probably, we're gonna get it for Christmas.
They're probably right behind Sandy, maybe down there.
Look, we found it.
Oh, there
We
you go.
found
Good,
it.
good, good.
Here, otherwise we fight. Thank you. So, okay, we're gonna get the salt. So if you don't like asparagus, use mushrooms, use peas, use any other, helping yourself with this guy that you have here underneath.
It's just like making love.
Hey, bravo.
So there's enough for 2.
Yes. That's a lot. Uh-huh.
And the egg is going to bind that all?
It should. It's, we told it to do that.
Okay.
It better. Okay, and then it goes here, and you can, by using this, it's nice, because you can help yourself with it. But it's very noble. It was not hard, was it? No.
Not for us.
But it won't be. And then you go like this, and then you go to the other. I promise you, when you make something like this, people think you are the most amazing cook. And come on, there's not much to it.
But we can't have any of you for dinner when we
do it.
Is that how you say, where'd you want to
Oh,
go?
down again.
Never come over to.
And now it's on the page, it's on the website, so it's gonna be, oh, we know where they learned how to make that. Okay, this is it. It goes in the oven, and our oven works, which is good.
So I'm gonna set a timer?
Yeah, maybe we could,
Tell your,
like a 30-minute thing. This we'll use again for the other one, the other strudel. So
How
I
long do you
think
cook that?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30?
You look at it, first of all, your sense of smell should get to the point where you should know when something's ready. Because it smells like it's, yes, until it's ready, it doesn't smell, I don't know how to explain it, but and then you go and look at it, and very often I think, oh, I forget about something in the oven, but it smells, and it tells me I need to go. So now we do the same thing, exactly same thing, but I can have Lisa do it. Lisa can do it. Lisa, I can cut and you can be, and prepare the stuffing whilst you make the filo.
Ah.
But we're gonna need to melt some more butter, and the butter is behind them.
Go, Lisa.
Yeah,
Oh, it's in here.
yeah, one stick, please.
You're on a timer, like,
Here, I'll get out of the way.
what's that sort of shop where they have timers? Yeah, sorry.
Okay, you melt there, and I will cut the apples. 'cause I
What are
don't
we
want-
making
I don't-
now?
We're gonna make the apple strudel,
Oh,
so that we go into one, the apple strudel is ready.
Is there
So-
butter in here, do we know?
We shall eat it afterwards.
There's butter in the.
And this is what you're gonna be able to make.
How many?
And that's what your other strudel will look like. Because now you know how to do it, right? And maybe we'll have to invite people from out of town or people that don't know, don't read the website. Because now everybody will know we know how to make these guys.
They'll still be impressed.
So, there you go, Lisa. Lisa's gonna do exactly the same thing, but without this. I'd like sugar for, instead of, so now you can tell her every time, sugar, okay? Every layer gets sugar. You can put breadcrumbs, but I prefer when it's sweet, sugar, okay? So Lisa will do that, and I will cut these guys until, don't fry it, try not to fry it.
What is this thing?
And this thing goes now there. Yeah. Maybe we should cut it. So where is my only knife? I have one knife.
Over here?
Well, these are, but she had.
I could borrow it.
No, I'm fine, yeah.
Deep breath.
Lisa. and
Yes.
Lisa is a version of me when I was younger.
Yeah, right.
Lisa is one of those people that when you ask for help, Lisa's always there.
so you use grain
I
smith?
love that. Okay,
Wasn't supposed to, Freddie got the wrong one. but-
so, what, yeah. Freddie got the wrong ones, okay? I love to make these kind of desserts in the fall. And I love to go all the way to Essex to buy them from the tree. And I ask every time which ones. I think they're not green, they're sort of grayish green, and they're sweet. I can't remember what they're called. I can't remember, but please do that. If you're gonna make a pie, an apple pie, or a strudel, do that in the fall. Remember to go and buy your apples at the
orchard.
from the tree, and it's a different experience. It is. My mouth works. I can't. So this is
Wait,
how
can I ask, you don't want this to
That's
stir?
enough. That's
Don't
enough.
stir?
That's enough. No, don't fry. That's enough, you don't need more than that.
Okay, so I should come to
So
you.
you see,
Can you turn it off?
I turn around, careful, cause this cuts.
Take it up off of the heat.
And I cut my apples like this, so I go really fast. It's very fast to make an apple pie. Yeah, and your hands should not get hurt because you're using the center to protect your hands. Goes really fast.
Is that a mandolin?
Yeah,
Do we have another
very
baking,
cheap. A who?
another baking sheet?
Yes,
Better than a grater.
yes.
Could you hold it up just so you can see that?
Oh, okay.
It's unbelievable.
That's a lot better.
Fast,
Goes quick.
probably even TJ Maxx and probably. Now that you know it, you'll find it. And it's one that has,
Yes.
yeah.
Another baking sheet?
And you don't get hurt because first of all, you go, at the beginning, you go easy on it.
How fine is it in the
Patricia
bowl?
shows how fine it is in the bowl. Do you have any more baking
And it's
sheets?
identical.
Silicone sheets?
No, you can put paper. I have brought the paper. That one. Yeah. And maybe we do, I can't remember. There's one box that I know where it is. See? So, come on, you get your phyllo dough.
I'm getting it ready.
No, I'm not that, what I mean is, come on, you get your phyllo dough, you do 2 seconds of that thing there, 6 sheets. And this guy here, you cut in 2 seconds. And you can make a pie also in 2 seconds because.
So for your pies, you use that instead of cutting your apples?
This is how I cut my apples.
And it doesn't,
I could have done it earlier, but I wanted you to see it because it really does. The whole point of having a cooking class is that I give you some kind of tips. Otherwise, you can read your
So
recipe.
that's called a mandolin?
Yes. You can get a more sophisticated one that does exactly the same thing. And this, I think, probably cost under $10.
Would you make an apple crisp doing that? the same
Yes.
time? That's
Every-
pieces would be, yeah. I just
And then
don't
if you
know.
want them smaller, you just cut them. You go like this, or you cut them with a knife if you want. But I just stick my hands in there. This is the apple that is the right one. It's this color, sort of grayish.
Granny Smith.
Golden.
Granny?
Granny Smith.
I think so. But the others, you have to go to.
The first one was Granny
I
Smith.
think it's that,
For baking.
yeah.
Or
I
an
think,
apple.
yes, yes, those are the ones I buy at the, from the tree.
Repeat that again?
Portland.
But you said that Granny Smith weren't good, they were too.
No, this is, see, these are very watery. These are the green ones that are very watery. This is the right one that is more, grainy, what is it? There we go. Don't, more. More. Out in the middle, sir. And fast. And I want you to do it because I want to lose, you need to lose it here. The sugar you put?
Yeah, too much?
Okay. No.
Sugar.
I
She
put
did.
sugar.
Pat, if you wanted to, could you use pears? Have you ever done it with pears?
Yes. See? See?
Yeah.
I just put water because then they don't go gray, they don't go. That's why I have a sieve. Where is it? There you are.
Look like Julia Childs, Lisa.
I spelled them already.
Or I should say, you look like Patricia.
Yeah, okay. So,
It's Lisa.
putting sugar. I love brown sugar. Cinnamon. Yeah, yes. I don't have clothes, I don't have clothes, I don't have ground clothes, but I brought it so that you see it. What I did yesterday was sort of do, at the end, there's a little bit of dust, but I don't have it. So we'll pretend we put them in.
Use nutmeg?
If you want, you can use a mix also, it comes already for apple pie,
Yeah.
but you can, whatever. And then somewhere I have these guys that I put in a little bit of brandy, raisins. Okay, but I've left them in brandy overnight, so they swell. And that's done too. And then, I think we have everything. I put
Patricia, if
everything-
you were gonna cook these, say 2 of those asparagus at the same time, do you put it in the refrigerator so that, or something before you bake them, or just let it be on the counter before you bake them? 2 of
If
them?
you're gonna do two,
Two, say
put
if
them
you wanted
next to
to-
each other in the same,
No, but I mean, while you're making the second one, can you just leave it out,
yeah,
Doesn't have to be baked
make
right
it
away.
fast.
make them fast, okay, that's what I was wondering.
Which you would, because you wouldn't be doing this, you would have the double stuffing ready, anyway.
Yeah.
Nothing like your hands. Your hands
Hands are more fun too.
yeah, and you can cut it a bit if you want, you want it smaller, you want it bigger. You can put nuts in here, you can put pecans, you can put walnuts.
Hungry.
Yeah, I am, you can imagine, my stomach is saying it's going goop. Because I can't cook unless I really want to eat. Okay, are we ready?
Yep.
Do you have 6? Does she have 6?
6, yep.
I wasn't
Huh?
looking.
I counted on you.
I don't
No,
know if
I
you
was
got the
looking
sugar.
at
If it's
this get
split,
glued too?
just leave it.
Yeah. Glued?
Or butter.
And look, if it breaks,
Yep,
just put it together. Just do this. Okay, it broke, doesn't matter. Go like this.
Can't you see it was broken before I picked it up?
Don't be scared. Let's put more.
Lisa, you did a great job.
Yes?
Yes, he did.
You haven't tasted it yet though.
And
No,
now
no, we can tell.
Yeah, and if you're worried, I'll eat your piece.
okay. We're ready? Steady, go. Okay, then we take this and we put like this.
So no fat on the apples, no butter or anything
Yes,
like
we
that.
can put butter. Let's put some butter. Sometimes I forget, sometimes I don't. It doesn't matter. You can put butter, but it does have a lot of butter anyway. The apples are gonna melt if you buy the right apples, which my husband didn't know. And I showed him, I said, please. But anyway.
You should know better.
I know, yeah. It's been 50 years, I do know better. Okay, should we put a little bit of butter on here?
Lisa, could you move the sugar a little
Should we
bit so
use
we,
what's here?
yeah,
A little bit, a little bit.
marvelous.
Oh, that's great.
Mmm. We're all drooling.
Now, use this to help yourself. Don't be afraid of it, nothing will happen to it. If it breaks, you can always put another leaf of that guy together and put it together again. I'm really stuffing this guy up.
Mm.
How many apples?
It doesn't matter. Keep your eyes on this.
I think she used 4.
Patricia, does the dough shrink?
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you for
It's perfect. And then again, we go like this.
Butter, butter, butter. You should set up a little restaurant there, Captain Hook's is out of
Yeah, there you go. Why are they closing?
You're tired.
They wanna retire forever.
Yeah.
They own the whole building.
That place is a
No.
gold mine.
I know. Why don't you open
So they have quite a following.
Yeah.
You know how much work that is? Oh, yeah, you'd be married to it. Yeah, I've done it. It's, you work night and day and you don't.
You don't need that.
Patricia, do you ever make slices in the top?
Not on this guy. I do on the other guy. Let's put some sugar on.
It's over here.
Oh, here it is.
I already dropped something today. So we'll caramelize. You can all talk. You can listen to
It's mesmerizing.
I wish we did have a place here, like I was reading about the barnacle, you know, Rita Fields did some article about the barnacle.
I know.
There was here.
Nancy Glass, is that her name?
I didn't read that.
She had the barnacle, did you read that?
I know, there's a tea room.
Yeah, tea room.
now.
And she served orange. Barnacle.
Is there any difference between the brown sugar on top or the white sugar on top?
White sugar will work better. That's why, yeah.
Really interesting.
It will. Okay, so now